In the beginning of the story, we see some people taking a girl named Sabina somewhere. After this, we find out that these people are taking Sabina to a hospital because Sabina's mother had not told them to do so. Actually, Sabina has a disease called hysteria, and in this disease, a person does a lot of things at the same time. Like laughing and crying at the same time. After a while, Dr. Carl comes to his room to treat Sabina. Then Dr. Carl tells him that I will not give you any kind of medicine or injection to treat you. And we will talk about your past for an hour a day. So that we know what problem you are having. After this, Carl sits behind Sabina and starts asking her questions. And in the meantime, we find out that Sabina's father is responsible for this condition. Who used to beat her and her brothers and sisters a lot in childhood. After this, we see Carl at his house with his wife Emma, who was pregnant. Then one day when Carl is checking Emma's condition, he keeps Sabina with him. And in the meantime, we find out that if Sabina's disease is cured, then she can become a very good doctor one day. After this, Carl once again speaks with Emma in a very quiet way. Sampar care. I have given you medicine. You are missing a very important point. Sabina asks him to tell him about his past and asks him that your dad hit you less for the first time. Which is that you could not have taken any medicine in the first place. When you take out the medicine from the patient. On this, Sabina tells him that when he was 4 years old, then by mistake one plate fell down from his hand. You put it in his mouth and explain why it is a waste of time and energy. Then after some time. After this, his dad took him to his room and started hitting him from behind. He gives word to Emma in an annoying voice. Now this was hurting Sabina a lot, but along with this, he was also having a lot of fun. Sabina knew that this was a very bad thing, but Sabina liked his dad hitting him from behind. After this, whenever his dad asked him to go to his room, he would go inside quietly without asking any question because he also liked to do this. Now, after listening to all this, Sabina also understands that Sabina has been affected by this disease because of this incident. Now, the scene shifts here and we see the scene after 2 years, where Carl has come to his wife Emma's house to meet Dr. Flute. After this, when Carl was talking to Dr. Flute, then we get to know that Sabina's condition has improved from before. And on Carl's request, she is also studying for a doctorate in a medical school. Because Carl believed that Sabina can become a very good doctor. Further, we also get to know that the method by which Carl treated Sabina was invented by Dr. Flute. But when Dr. Flute told this method to everyone, then everyone started making fun of him. And some doctors believe that this method is very dangerous, which can even kill the patient. But when Dr. Flute came to know that Carl had treated Sabina with his method, then he was very happy to know this. After this, Carl goes to meet Sabina and he tells her that today he talked to Dr. Flute about her. And he told her that you can go ahead and become a very good doctor. Now, Sabina also feels very good knowing this, because she herself wanted to study medicine. Now, just a few days pass by, and one day Dr. Flute sends a man named Otto to Dr. Carl for treatment. Actually, Dr. Otto was previously a physioanalysis doctor, but gradually he became addicted to girls. And now, to get rid of this addiction, his father sent him to Dr. Flute. After this, Dr. Flute sent him to Carl. Because Carl had treated Sabina with the same method a few years ago. After this, when Carl talks to Otto, then he comes to know that Otto is having an affair with many of his patients. Actually, Otto believed that by doing this, he is not only treating the patients, but he is also supporting them to move forward in life. After this, when Carl meets Sabina, while talking to her, Sabina kisses him. Actually, Carl also liked Sabina for a long time, so he also doesn't say anything to her. Then, when Otto comes to know about this, he tells Carl that he has to give Sabina the freedom to do everything, and he also has to be intimate with Sabina. Now, after listening to Otto, Carl understood what he had to do, but at the same time, he was also thinking that Otto himself had come here to get his treatment, but he himself was teaching Carl new things. After this, one day, Otto somehow quietly runs away from that hospital, but before going, he left a letter for Karl, in which he had written that he was tired of his father and was running away from here, so there is no fault of Karl in this. Now, Otto also tells Karl that if he likes Sabina, then he should be intimate with Sabina. Now, after reading this, Karl cannot stop himself, and he directly goes to Sabina's house, where he is intimate with her for the first time, and after that, an affair begins between the two of them. Now, their intimate relationship goes on like this for some time, and at the same time, Sabina also asked Karl to kill herself many times, just like her father used to kill her in childhood. Now, Karl understood from all this that Sabina's illness is still not completely cured. At that time, Karl also met Dr. Flute, and he used to tell her about Sabina's progress report, but Karl had not yet told Dr. Flute that he was intimate with Sabina. After this, when the two of them are talking, Karl tells Dr. Flute that he never wanted to become a doctor, but he wanted to study paranormal activities. But Dr. Flute refuses this, due to which there is less talk between the two of them. Now, after a few days, Dr. Flute comes to meet Karl, and he asks him about the rumors that are spreading in the city, that a girl is sending letters to everyone in the city that Karl is having an affair with a girl. Now, hearing this, Karl refuses them and says that I am not having an affair with anyone. Now, hearing this, Karl gets scared that if anyone finds out about Karl and Sabina's affair, then his reputation will be lost in the whole city. So, the next day, he meets Sabina and breaks up with her. But Sabina feels very bad about this. And again, like a patient of hysteria, he goes to the hospital. And then when Karl comes to his house, he finds